What's up, guys? We are back. I'm Scott,
And I'm Chuck.
and welcome to the third episode of Two Guys, One Scale. So, we are back. It was kind of a big weekend for us both. We both went to a wedding. Charles was out of town. I was in town. I had a wedding that I honestly forgot about. It was just like a half hour away from my house. Forgot about it. It was Friday night. It was fun though. One thing that was exciting, wore a suit that I was like, it was a custom made suit for me that I was a best man in a wedding last September. And I felt like I was David Byrne in the Talking Heads because it was enormous on me. I was like swimming in it. So that was pretty cool. But did drink 5 mixed drinks and I did eat a lot of dessert while I was there.
Oh yeah.
Uh, No idea what the calorie count was in anything that I ate there, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I did know like 3 people at the whole thing, but it was a blast. Me and my wife had a very good time. Let's hear about your weekend, Charles.
Well, I fell off the wagon in spectacular fashion. And I think people can relate to this. You go hardcore for months, and we pretty much had a family reunion. Drove almost 500 miles to get to the Airbnb. Didn't work out. I didn't work out Thursday. Didn't work out Friday.
Oh,
Didn't
I
work out
saw.
Saturday. Didn't
I
work out
saw.
Sunday. I didn't work out today. So it's 5 days. My body feels great. I need to work out. But Thursday night when we got there was my daughter's 3-year birthday party. And we got an Oreo ice cream cake and we went to Texas Roadhouse.
Mm.
And I ate. I'm not gonna lie. I ate cheesy fries. No, I had a steak and broccoli too. I had very little fries, but steak and broccoli. And then the next day I did really good with breakfast. And what did we have? We went and had Mexican food where I proceeded to have 6 street tacos. Uh,
Six.
oh, I got the Barrera tacos. I got the El Pastor tacos. Like we're talking legit. Like I felt like I was in Mexico street tacos in freaking Ashland, Kentucky. Okay. So
Yeah.
getting that, all right, the Saturday, I woke up, had a little more Oreo ice cream cake from the birthday cake. um, and then had a bunch of cheesy potatoes at the wedding. Drank a little bit of a beer. Definitely had some Mountain Dew to stay awake because it was a really long day. I was the best man. So for my brother, and it was a beautiful wedding. Had an amazing time chasing 3 kids around and trying to get my 2 little girls to stay in line so they can, they weren't flower girls, but they were other girls in a wedding. And it was just, it was a huge headache. And then Sunday morning, woke up, made biscuits and gravy and everything for my cousins who were staying with us. Oh, I ate it too. Had
Hell
Subway.
yeah.
Had Subway. Full foot long chicken bacon
Mm.
ranch. If I'm gonna cheat, I'm
Dude,
gonna do it right.
that sounds great
Oh, it
right now,
was.
dude.
It was amazing.
I
Uh,
talk shit on Subway sometimes, but footlong chicken bacon ranch
I'm
slaps.
telling
It always slaps, dude.
you, yep. You get double cheese, you get double meat, boom, it's over, right? And then we get home, and the wife's like, "I want Zap Thai," which is
Mm.
me and Scott's Jammy Jam. It's an amazing Thai restaurant up here in Edwards, Illinois. If you haven't tried it, try it. But I had the drunken noodle, no noodle, so I was proud of myself. But I definitely had rice with it, and then
So I
I'm not
gotta, I
done.
gotta,
I'm
I
almost
got, I
done.
gotta, I got, I gotta, I gotta, I gotta interrupt here for a second. So you remember I texted you Friday, which I'm gonna go off subject here a little bit. Weighed in at a new low on Friday morning, 283.
Awesome
Super
work.
proud of myself. I was like, fuck, man, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Like I was all pumped. I was like, I'm gonna reward myself for lunch today. Went to Thai Orchid. Speaking of
Oh,
Thai food, because when I moved over here to the Missouri side, I was a little bummed because Wasn't near Zap Thai anymore or Salad Thai in Belleville, which was like my jam because I was
Yep.
right down the street from it. I found Thai Orchid over here, which normally it's up there. It's right there with Zap Thai. I was brokenhearted while I was eating it, dude. It wasn't the same. Wasn't the same. I've been dreaming about it for like months, dude.
God,
Maybe it's just an off day. Maybe they had a different cook going that day, but man,
man.
I was brokenhearted eating it. Sorry. Carry on.
No,
Carry
when
on.
you when
Carry
you
on.
when you have a cheat meal like that,
Yeah,
bub,
yeah.
and it
Thing is,
doesn't
like,
measure up,
I always get the
like,
pad CU, which isn't that bad for you, so I still stayed within my calories, but I was like,
yeah,
I'm getting a little treat here. And then when your treat's a letdown, man, it was a bummer.
especially when it's pad see ew, because that's what anybody who's never had Thai food, it's the first thing I order them. Beef
Yep.
pad see ew, because it's amazing.
Well, I normally go with the pork or the beef. So I went chicken this time just to stay a little bit healthier, you know? Maybe that was my mess up there. I don't know.
Man, I don't
Give
know.
him the benefit of the doubt because when I got it the first time when I moved over here, it was unbelievable. But
Ooh,
man, I talked it up so much too because like it was so good every time I've had it every other time. But also
Jesus.
I haven't had it in like 6, 7 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to interrupt there. You
Oh
talked
no,
about
you're
Zap Tie.
fine.
A tear rolled down my cheek just thinking about it.
So I had that for lunch again today too, with Zap Thai,
Ah,
with
you fucker.
a gratuitous amounts of rice with my leftover. But I did have a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Welcome back to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I saw it on the trip, and I said no to it every morning when we went there for breakfast for the kids. And I finally just bit the bullet, tried it. It tastes as amazing as it did before. Um, the bagel's a lot softer this time. It's not hard to chew through the bagel. I think they realized that they had issues with that,
I,
but
I kind of liked the chewiness of it,
you
to be
did
honest with you.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of did.
And then
But
I let me say this a little lower. I don't want the wife to hear this, but I definitely went to Qdoba and had a burrito too. So,
just guaranteeing my lightsaber.
oh man,
Guaranteeing my lightsaber, dude.
oh
Keep it up. Keep
oh,
it up.
it's you know. Having said all that, and eating like a complete garbage bag for 5 days. I'm 4 pounds from where I was, and I'm thinking a lot of that's water weight because I drink a lot of Monster to stay awake for the drives. Um, it's gonna fall off. I'm getting back on the boat on this workout train because we have what 38 days to get ready for this triathlon. So definitely had my cheat days. Not doing them again. Went a little
And
overboard twice.
in all honesty, 4 pounds, that's not that bad. And you're
It's
getting back to it now, you know?
yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of it is just water, dude.
Oh,
You went
I'm
off the
hoping
rails
it
for
is.
one weekend. And to be honest, um, I was up this morning too. We talked about it today. I was up this morning too, and I wasn't even that bad this weekend. I was lazy. I didn't work out as hard as I normally did. I went swimming twice. I swam Friday, like 1,200 meters. Sunday, me and another buddy of ours, we went swimming, um,
It's
about a
awesome.
thousand meters. So did
It's
pretty
awesome.
well. Ate pretty good. I ate late last night though, so that's probably part of it. But
Yeah.
breaking, exciting news. As
Oh,
you know,
tell me more.
I've been crazy. This is a little bit too much information for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been crazy constipated the last like 3 weeks. I thought my butthole was just for show from here on out. The floodgates have opened as of this morning, as of this afternoon. I think I lost about 10 pounds.
Oh
I think I
God.
gave birth earlier today. Dude, it was back. I'm back to normal. I feel great now. So I'm looking forward to weighing in tomorrow. So that's all I gotta say when it comes to that, dude. It was a life-changing event this afternoon. I was getting worried. Like I was considering going to the doctor. That's how concerned I was getting.
I, we're going to keep talking about this because it's a part of dieting and stuff, right?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure, dude.
and you can just tell, like, your hoe, yin and yang was thrown off by it too. Like it
Hmm.
was throwing you into a depression, you know.
I'm
I think,
normally like clockwork, man, and it
yeah,
was it was fucking my world up.
yeah, man.
It
Like
really was.
you, you were definitely getting depressed because the porcelain throne was not getting attention.
Yeah, no, it
And
wasn't.
I mean, I'm happy for you. I've never had that issue, and knock on wood, because I never wanted to have him, but especially at that level, because I'd have went to the doctor after day two. I mean, I can't believe
Well,
you
like
look.
it was. I went to Walgreens. I got these like gummies to help move it along. Um, like I was researching suppositories. I don't know if I wanted to take that route or not. Uh, but like we were at my parents' house last night and we forgot something there and I had to drive there to get it and I was like halfway home and I was like, "Oh, it's time. It's time." And and it was a photo finish getting home, man. It was. And it was good. It was good.
Well, I'm
And
happy for you, Bob.
just walking out of there, held my head high. It was that way in tomorrow. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in the 260s now.
You know, I was hoping that we would both be in the 260s for the triathlon. And now it's going to be a tough push for me to break 270 before the triathlon, but at the same time, I'm just going to keep pushing, man, because
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, one weekend can throw you back a week, you know, if you go hardcore off the wagon like I did. I mean,
Hmm.
but I was
Hmm.
also, you know, out in the middle of the mountains with a house that had no baby proof in it. It was a split level home. And the wife just did not want me leaving her there to go to the YMCA to go swim or
Yeah,
lift because it was another 45 minutes away. So we're talking about being on vacation and spending 3 hours away from the wife, making her babysit
yeah,
three kids. And these are real world issues that a lot of us have, you know, like,
for
again,
sure, for sure.
y- you live a completely different lifestyle than I do because you're single, right? I got three
I'm not
kids.
single, dude.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
married.
You know what I meant. You know
That's
what I
not
meant.
nothing.
Hey, yeah, nice ring. We got the same one.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, you know what I mean. No kids, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can concentrate a little more, but you also have your friends and everything that you got two bands that you're in. Like you
Hmm.
don't live a sedative lifestyle. You have a lot of priorities pulling you different ways. And
Yeah. I
here I
mean, I
am with
am
three kids pulling
for
me the
yeah,
way too.
for just being me and my wife, I am wildly busy. Like we're always doing something. Like I'm always doing something. I'm working out. I'm hanging out with you. I'm have band practice. Like tonight was the only night this week I can record this.
Yep.
Like and it worked out. And it's, what, 9:15 at night?
Steffi's gonna slap me so hard when she watches this video. I love you, Steph. I was just joking. Oh,
But but no, man. I mean, we Steffi and I, we went up to my parents, this is first world shit, but like we went up to my parents' vacation house for a week in February. I didn't eat great. When you're out of town, we did go to the gym a couple times, but
when in Rome, right?
yeah, we're out of town. We're not gonna eat great all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to. I didn't expect you to go that far off the rails, but you know,
Everything I've been craving the last 2 months, I made sure I got, except for
yeah.
Big Mac. I did not. I said no to a Big Mac like 5 times.
What's
Uh,
funny is that a Big Mac would probably been the healthiest thing, dude. They're really not even that bad.
what?
Yeah, it's only like 500 calories.
That's true because they made them so small. They're not the
Yeah,
same
yeah, I
size
know,
as they
right?
used to be. I didn't have a Whopper. I didn't have a Big Mac. I didn't go that crazy with it. But I did have a lot of ice cream cake because I refused to spend $40 on an Oreo ice cream cake from Dairy Queen and let it go to waste. So I did crush a lot of Oreo ice cream cake.
Also, props to you to go into a dry wedding. I don't know if I would have survived.
I,
I'd have been,
I was
I'd have been,
nervous.
I would have had a flask in my pocket, just. just slamming it the whole time.
Not gonna lie, I was nervous because I was told it was gonna be a country gospel.
Hmm.
It's the only music being played, and you know me. There's like 10 country songs I like. I don't even know what country gospel is. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm thinking like Christian rock, but at a country level. Not my forte. I don't.
Hmm.
But I was like, it's my brother's wedding, so I was gonna man fuck up and do what I need to do and have a great time doing it because her family's awesome, amazing family. It was a great time. It really was out in the boonies. I don't get to go
Hmm.
out the sticks anymore, man. I kind of miss it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. Every time I go to my parents' house, I'm kind of the same. Even though I don't like live in the city where I'm at now, but it's kind of nice being out there sometimes. Like
You
when I was
see the
house sitting for them
stars.
when they were out and they were in New Zealand for like 3 weeks, which would be. I was looking at some of the pictures they were taking when they were out there. It looks amazing. Need to
Yeah.
go. But so, what's the plan? How are we getting back on track? Because like I said, I
Well,
was up this week too. I was up this morning too. We need to get
well,
back on track.
obviously, I think we need to do another challenge,
Yeah,
right? Maybe
I
start
agree.
a challenge tonight or tomorrow, or start tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, I'll send it over to you after this because
okay.
we need to get back to it
Yeah.
because I've been slipping the last 5 or 6 days for sure.
Oh, I done fallen the last 5 or 6 days.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but and the thing is, like when you eat bad, you feel bad, and you don't want to go to the gym because you don't feel like it. I feel like this nasty shit that we put in our bodies almost works as a deterrent to actually being active. Like I can eat all the broccoli and chicken and healthy shit I want, and I'm still active. I'm still ready. I'm still up and moving the whole time. But I eat something like sit down and eat some tacos and some chips and queso because I did crush that too. Um, I'm chilling. I don't want it's almost like food can be almost like a weed as a deterrent to not wanting to being very sedative and not getting up and moving. And I
Oh, for
hate
sure. Like
it.
when I was at my parents' house yesterday, like I hadn't seen them in 3 weeks because they were in New Zealand and I dropped them off at the airport. They've been back for about a week now or so. Um, but they were me and my dad was telling me like I visibly lost weight since he last saw me. Um,
Yep.
and I was just telling him, because he's lost a bunch of weight too. Um, I was just telling him just how good I feel, you know, and it all has to do with weight. One huge thing I've noticed, dude, I had heartburn every fucking day of my life. I haven't had it once since I've been eating healthy. I haven't
Dude,
had it once.
it's so funny that you
And
said
not
that.
even eating healthy, just like I just because like as what we've talked about before, I eat whatever I want as long as I stay within my calorie goal.
Exactly.
I haven't had heartburn since I've stopped eating like a piece of shit, is what I should say. Because like I still have a piece of cake or a piece of pizza or whatever. Like I just stay under 2,000 calories or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed my calorie goal when I first started was like, hey, you can eat 2,500 calories a day and still lose weight. But now I'm like, I've made so much progress. My calorie goal has gone down so much. Like my max I can go is 2,100 now. I'm like, fuck, because like it adjusts to
Yeah.
what I weigh now. So I'm like, man, soon it's gonna be like 1,800, and I'm like,
You're gonna eat like me, if I'm
getting
not on the
harder. It's
wagon.
gonna start getting harder. So,
Yeah.
but I look forward
But
to it. It's easy, but it's not at the same time. But
absolutely.
I don't feel like shit every morning when I get up, and that's the biggest plus. And what's this gonna feel like when we're 230, 250 even? Fuck, you know?
I'm gonna have to replace my bed because I'm gonna like fall into my little hole I made in my brand new mattress from being too fat.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
I mean, and I snored too, like the second night, and it could be because I was on a different bed. But like since I've been losing this weight and eating healthier, I haven't been snoring. Like, and then all of a sudden, like I was waking up and just throat was sore, and I was like, I was snoring logs last night. Wasn't that bad? She goes, yes. My cousin Matthew on the other side of the Airbnb was like, dude, I heard you snoring all night. I was just like, I mean, I don't know
So
what's going on.
so you know how I'm like super into smart home stuff. We kind of talked about it before. I have a I have a pad that goes underneath my mattress that I have set to like turn on a light in the bathroom to go off in the middle of the night so I can see when I'm peeing in the middle of the night. But it also tracks my sleep. Uh, yeah, it also tracks my sleep. It's made by Withings.
What's with
And
it?
they make scales and stuff. I'm sure you've
Okay.
seen them. Yeah, I think we talked about them. They make like some
Yeah, we did.
crazy
Okay.
scale. It's like 300 something
Yeah.
dollars. Um, but it always used to say like my breathing disturbances was like crazy high, and that's why I like had a sleep test done. It's gone down like it's gone down a lot. It's either like moderate or none now. Because full transparency, I got a CPAP. I had to get a CPAP machine like 2 years ago. Also, quitting smoking helped a lot with that. Um, and since I've been losing weight, I just haven't really used it as much lately, and I feel just so much better. And that my pad, I don't. It's not like an exact science or anything, but it's reflecting that. Like I'm not
Oh, and
having those issues anymore.
you're not using your CPAP?
I haven't really used it in the past month now,
That's all.
and I can tell. Because I mean, that's one of the things the doctor tells you is like losing weight is gonna essentially cure this. So,
Yeah.
that's just another thing. Because I mean, we were killing ourselves.
Yep. Slowly but
Because
surely.
we're not 23, 25 anymore. You know, the aches and pains of 40, are just exacerbated being 300 plus pounds, you know, and we're staring down 40.
28 days.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, I forgot that's coming up, dude. That's coming up. I mean, I turned 38 this summer. So
Man,
we're getting there. We're getting there.
God, I cannot believe, man, the last 10 years I've let myself, not the full 10 years, but the last 8 years I've been a bad, sloppy piece of shit. I mean,
We've definitely had our ups and downs, both of us.
yeah,
But I
absolutely.
mean, this is the most dedicated I've been for the longest time. I've probably lost the same 50 pounds 5 or 6 times, but this is I think the fittest I've been underneath this fat body in a long time.
Yeah.
Like the first time we worked out together this year, we were talking about my heart rate and how weirdly high it was. I was when during our last competition, I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, walking
Oh,
on my
great show.
treadmill, and my heart rate was so low walking that it wasn't even counting as a fucking workout
Awesome.
because I've gotten in so much better shape because my heart rate was so low, which was bullshit because it wasn't even counting towards our uh our competition. But that's great. That's awesome that we're doing that. Like,
Yeah.
before, I mean, we were lifting and my heart rate was scary how high it was getting, and
Yeah.
now it's not.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, when
It's,
I went swimming on Sunday, me and the friend that's doing the triathlon with us, we swam 100 freestyle, and he's like, dude, and he was looking at his watch. He's like, my heart is racing, and mine was significantly lower than his. And this guy is about as tall as me. He's like 6'1", 6'2", and probably weighs 175. Like he's in great shape,
wet. Yeah, soaking
but
wet.
he doesn't swim. It's a completely different ball game. The dude can probably run an actual marathon where I would die, but it's a different ball game. But
Yeah.
it's we've made a lot of progress. And we
Yeah.
give ourselves shit and we make fun of ourselves, but we have made a ton of progress for sure.
And, if you're watching this, you can give yourself a tough time, but it's really good to write down, like keep a diary of what you from day one till whatever day. That way you can go back and look and say, okay, what I do on day one. You're gonna look and you'll be like, that wasn't shit. And if you put sub notes on how you felt after that workout, and you're like, almost died, blah 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 blah, and you're like, that's my warm up now. And that's kind of where we are to where what kicked our asses January 3rd when we started this, it's a warm up now. So it's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You got to
Like
be able
when
to take perspective and take a step back, because you're doing awesome. You're doing amazing, man. Like, in the weight room, huge gains in the weight room.
yeah, for sure.
Swimming, you've been a fish. It's coming back now.
My endurance is coming back with swimming.
Yeah,
Um, I've always been great at like short bursts. Like I can swim a 50 extremely fast. It's just doing a 400. I accidentally swam a 250 freestyle. I planned on doing a 200 and I was like, I kind of lost count. So that's good.
yeah, it's awesome. I'm gonna try to do
But
two. I'm gonna try to do two 400s tomorrow.
one thing we got to start riding bikes. Dude, we got to. I think
I'm dreading it now. Like I've been
yeah,
putting it off for so
we got
long,
to.
and
Yeah.
after doing 13 miles, and the way it made my butt and my balls like numb.
Well, we got to ride our actual bicycles.
God, man.
Um, because I've been planning on getting on my bike, dude, but it's been like 40 degrees or raining every day. So,
Then dude, yeah, you can't get sick, right?
um, yeah. So either, well, Sunday's Easter, so we can't do anything, and the Y's closed, so we can't swim.
Yeah.
So we need to do something. So I need to come up there. We'll go ride the trail, and we got to go like 10 miles. Like we got to.
That's fine. We'll go 5 miles one direction where we have to go 5 miles back the other. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's some awesome trails, man. I got to ride, when it was warmer out in January.
Yeah.
I don't
What the hell,
say,
dude? It's almost what, April, and it's colder now than it was most of January and February.
yeah,
It's bizarre.
because I was in
Bizarre.
shorts and riding bikes at the beginning of February. How much time we got left?
I think we got some time.
Okay, so your go, Bub.
All right. So it's kind of a long story. So, and also, please, anybody watching, send in your funny stories, predicaments you've got yourself into for just being overweight or whatever. It's embarrassing. Sorry, my cat is chewing a cable here. We know it's embarrassing, but it's also funny. This is truly one of the most embarrassing, and I have a picture to share along with it.
Oh wow.
Um, Here, I'm gonna send the picture to myself while I'm setting it up. So, Charles, you kind of talked about this in our first episode.
Okay.
Uh, Here, let me send this picture to myself real quick so I can share it with you, and I will upload it in well, I'll wait to send it in the chat. But and I'll upload it when we upload the video. So, my sister lived in South Korea for a couple years. And as you know, visiting Asia, we're not the smallest guys there for sure.
Little babies.
Um, yeah, and I'm also a tall guy on top of that. So I go there. I am like 6'1", 6'2". At the time I was probably 275, 280. So a monster over there. Um,
Oh, Godzilla.
yeah. Uh, Somehow my sister talked me into going to a theme park in South Korea, which is not I'm not really a theme park guy, like Disney, like we're going to Disney soon. Pumped about it, mainly because of Star Wars and Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm getting free
Like,
lunch too, so I'm fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, the average Korean man is not my build. So a lot of the things were not built for me. So we wait in line for hours to get on this roller coaster. We get there and I sit down and we're putting in the thing on. It won't latch. And I'm like pulling down on it. And then like the ride guy comes up and he's jumping on it, trying to close it on me. And like all these Korean people are like watching and kind of snickering and stuff. And then me and my sister sitting next to me, and then we switch places. And then I just sit down and then I just pull it and suck my gut in, and it latches immediately.
Put it
And
under the
then
gut. Yes.
and then
I'm
hundreds of Koreans start clapping as it. Dude, it is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
oh,
Then,
I didn't mean to laugh, man,
no,
but
you're good. No,
I'm
laugh. It's hilarious.
I'm
It's
laughing at myself.
it is hilarious. Like it is hilarious. But so we start going. I'm the tallest guy there by like a foot, like of everybody. We start going, and the wooden beams are like right here, like just right above my head, dude. So I'm like ducked the entire time. It takes a picture of me, and I look like it's I look like I have something like wrong with me. Here, I'm sending it into the chat. And I'll post a picture whenever we you can pull it up in the chat. I look like I have there's something like wrong with me. You can see me wearing the Cardinals jersey. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh God. Oh,
It's
it's on
bad.
the internet now. It's
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that's on Facebook, by the way. That's the only picture I've ever untagged myself from, ever.
Look how gleeful your sister is, and the guy behind your sister,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you see your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, oh my God! I can't even tell mine now. It doesn't even stack up to
It
that.
it's that like when I thought about having this segment, this was the first thing that popped into my mind because it is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Just like the feeling and the image of all those Korean people just like of me when I finally like had the thing latch. And then I was like, this isn't safe for fat monster humans in Korea, dude.
I'm telling you though, but the Korean people, they didn't laugh like in America. They would
Oh,
have
they
like
snickered. They
they
snickered.
snickered, but they were too polite to
Yeah.
laugh. Like
Well, the
openly.
thing is, over there,
Like,
they were not shy about letting me know I was overweight, dude. They
oh,
were not.
I
Because
mean,
they're just very blunt about it over there. It's like, you are fat. And I'm just like,
and they'd pat your belly. Oh yeah,
oh yeah, dude.
oh yeah.
Like the one guy we met, a Korean dude that was like overweight. Because like the thing was, you just like would go buy 40s and drink beer outside of like 7-Elevens over there. Also, with the top five of the top 10 of the drunkest I've ever been was in Korea. No, it was a blast of a trip.
Oh yeah.
Overweight Korean guy, we were getting drunk with him. He would just pat my belly, pat his. He's like, "We are same, same, same. We are same." Like he did it about 800 times that night. It was a blast though. If you ever chance to go, go. It's like being on a different planet, but it's in the best way. It was amazing.
Oh yeah. I think Japan is kind of the same way. Like they would all pat my belly to see if it was real. And my wife's Tito, which is her uncle, he always walks around with his shirt halfway up over his belly. And he's got like he's not big at all. Like he doesn't have a belly. Okay, like I've got a belly. So I started doing it, and it just would make everybody laugh when I was doing it. But yes, when you go to a country like that, to where you're physically the tallest, biggest person that you'll see, like you're standing in line for a subway, and you can look for all the people that you're looking for over the heads of everybody else.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
just doesn't. I don't know. It feels weird, but
Yep.
I'll tell a story about what while we were over in Japan. Um, so I was over there and went to a reunion party, and it was right before we went and sang karaoke. They all sit on the floor at this restaurant, it's a traditional restaurant, and they try to put me against the wall. And here I am meeting all these people that weigh like 100 pounds, right? And they're like, "Oh, we have seat for you." I couldn't get down in my seat because I didn't have enough room, and I had to switch someone else's seats, and everybody was just kind of looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fat fuck, like, but guess
Yep.
what? I'm packing it where it counts. Like, stop looking at me like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we can measure guts, but let's. But no, it was really embarrassing because it was like day two of being over there, and everything was just so small. We couldn't sleep in the little pods because I was too big for the pods. Um,
Dude, yes.
and there's no
Yes.
sleeping. And I'm a huge Fifth Element fan. I've always wanted to sleep in one of those things.
Mm,
No, like I wouldn't even been able to roll over. Like, no, it wouldn't have happened.
yeah,
So,
as much fun as I had in South Korea and like just, in Asia in general, like I was uncomfortable for 2 weeks straight. Like
yep.
the most comfortable I was on like this like limousine bus to the airport to leave. Was like the most comfortable I was. Like we stayed at my sister's like super cheap like apartment that was essentially a big closet. Like and there was three of us in there. It was,
I mean,
was amazing though.
I felt like I was on a cruise ship in every bathroom I went in because the toilets were undersized and the showers were so small.
Oh,
Like
dude, every
you're six
toilet
foot
was a
two, you're hitting your
fucking
head.
hole in the ground.
Yeah, like you're hitting your head on the faucet in the shower, being 6'2", right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man. It was just I loved it. It was a great experience. The food was amazing because I'm a
Oh
food.
yeah.
Um, but definitely not made for bigger guys. Let's talk
No.
about flying. Okay, we got two.
Dude, yes.
Let's talk about. I know I'm fat, but I have been fat for 8 years, and I have flown a lot. And the last two or three times I've flown, I've had to get extenders,
Mm,
and which is really embarrassing.
mm-hmm.
But the seats, like, I feel like the seats are getting smaller. Like, is that just
Oh,
me?
they for
That
sure are. They for
matter,
sure are. They for
or
sure
are the
are.
seats getting smaller? Because
They for sure are.
okay,
They're just trying to maximize money. But
yeah.
we're getting smaller now. So I'm honestly kind of looking forward to flying next time to see what it's like. So we'll see.
Your knees are still going to hit the seat in front of you.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Yes, shoot us an email, like, follow, comment, let us know how we're doing. If you got a funny story or got a question or want to tell us how stupid we are or want to say I told you so because we both fucked up this week, this weekend, let us know. We want to hear from you. Um, thanks for following, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time. Charles, let's get back after it.
Yes, we have to.
Not so great work this week, bub.
No, well, sure.
All right, man. I'll talk to
All
you
right,
later.
Bartle.
See ya.